And there are factors from the demand side as well as factors from the supply side. On the demand side, there is probably an issue that women have limited understanding of financial terms and products as compared to men. And I believe that awareness of opportunities, tools, and services is an important step towards addressing this key issue. A second, probably closely related reason is cultural and social norms that prevent women from having things like phones, because phones are now an important way to access financial information. And in a number of cases, low-income working women do not get permission from their husbands to open a bank account, and this exposes them and their families to various risks, and it excludes them from availing various solutions that are available to them. Now, I want to point out that this cultural or social norm that may stand in the way of greater accounts by women is not something to do with religion. And I want to quote you some statistics of the amount by which women have bank accounts in other Muslim countries. So, for example, while we range somewhere between 7 and 25% in terms of the number of women that have accounts, that corresponding number in Saudi Arabia is 58%. In Malaysia, that number is 82%. And in Iran, that number becomes 92%. So clearly, religion has nothing to do with holding women back in their struggle for financial inclusion, and men should be the champions of trying to promote that. Now, there are also factors on the supply side that constrain, I think, women's participation in the banking sector. And I think one area where commercial banks can do more is to target more products based upon research that is focused and dedicated on women. There have been some sporadic initiatives by banks to try to make banking appear more friendly to women, but none of them have been based on dedicated research to try to understand what is it that would drive women to have bank accounts. So, for instance, very little research has been done as to what kind of rewards or loyalty programs that banks need to offer that will particularly appeal to women. And that's an area of research where banks have been lacking, and something that if they do more, I think will help with the goal of promoting financial inclusion. I think one exception that comes to mind is a recent program launched by HBL called NISA, which is a step in the right direction, but also shows that if it's only a minority of banks that are doing this, there is a long way to go. Now, if women's financial inclusion is so low, what can be done towards addressing that? And there is a lot. State Bank is trying to do some things, but there is a lot to be done by others as well. And as I said, we welcome ideas for partnership that any one of you may have towards this goal, and I welcome you to come and see us if you have ideas. But let me tell you very quickly what we are doing. So first, we have launched a financial literacy program called the NFLP, the National Financial Literacy Program, Sikha Baqaida. And this is a 5-year program that is focused towards improving the awareness and education of financial issues, particularly among women. A specialized curriculum has been designed around basic financial literacy concepts such as budgeting, saving, investment, use of mobile money. The program aims to educate at least 1 million adults with the target of reaching 50% women beneficiaries by 2022. In the 2 years of the program's implementation, around 10,000 programs in around 160 districts all over Pakistan have been conducted and have reached about 360,000 adults, including about 150,000 women. Now, this is a start in the right direction, but given the population of adult women in Pakistan, there is a lot more to be done. Another flagship program that has recently been launched by the State Bank is the youth program associated with this literacy program. And this has a carefully developed curriculum which is taught to children, adolescents, and youth aged 9 to 29 years. Again, our focus is to ensure 50% beneficiaries of this program are female. And I'm happy to share that as of June, around 2,500 programs have been conducted for about 120,000 children. And this is a program that is very much in train and in progress. Another area where we are trying to do some work is to better build market infrastructure and facilities that support women entrepreneurs in the country. Now, women are central to the growth of SMEs in Pakistan, and their entrepreneurship and their access to finance is a critical area to advance for raising the productivity of the country. Now, to support this, we have various schemes. One of these is that the refinancing will be provided by the State Bank at 0% for participating financial institutions for onward lending to women entrepreneurs across the country at an interest rate of 5%. So I want to repeat that the interest rate of this is 5% and is 0% from the State Bank for refinancing. Such loans are also eligible for 60% risk coverage under State Bank's credit guarantee scheme for small and rural public enterprises. And we have allocated refinance limits of 2.5 billion rupees to 17 banks. As of 30th June of this year, about 92 million has been disbursed. And we would like to welcome any suggestions that people may have as to how we can accelerate the take-up in this program, because it is a program that's financially attractive, but we are trying to seek more demand from women entrepreneurs to avail this facility. Now, finally, is an area of digital payments where we have been trying to step up our efforts. And in this area, State Bank and the government of Pakistan launched a comprehensive national financial inclusion strategy, which placed priority to gender as a cross-cutting theme, and set a headline target to improve adult women's account ownership to 25% by 2020. Now, I'm happy to share that banks were able to reach that target, and the 27% number that I quoted you is a number that was improved recently, partly as a result of this program. So let me end by noting that from a policy perspective, we have to realize that gender-neutral policies may not be effective against inherent gender inequalities and will continue to create obstacles in women's financial inclusion. An inclusive financial sector will be unattainable unless financial services become available to all, and therefore we have to incorporate gender-sensitive perspectives to assess the implications for women and men in existing industry practices. It's imperative to promote women's financial inclusion. Let me end my speech by thanking you all for your patience. I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to the women being awarded by the Ladies Fund today, whose determination and perseverance and whose ambitions exemplifies the ethos of true leadership, which our country can greatly benefit from. And I look forward to the ceremony. I wish the winners my heartfelt congratulations, and to all the women out there who are working in this area, who are seeking to be successful. I think you are the citizens of Pakistan that will make Pakistan proud. Thank you.